What's up guys, today I'm doing my 2023 LEGO Star Wars collection video. So my collection is in 4 different rooms in the house, so if you want to see the whole collection, make sure you watch the entire video. I'll start off down here with my turbo tanks. So I've got every version of the turbo tank, including 3 of the 2010 version. And then down here are some of my ATTEs. They're just the older versions. I also have 3 of the newest ATTE, but they're in another location. This is my Jedi Temple MOC that I'm currently working on. I do update videos on my YouTube, so subscribe if you want to see them, but I'll show you this MOC in more detail towards the end of the video. Here's just the 2016 Death Star. I still don't have the 2008 version, but I'll plan to one day. Over here are all my Star Destroyers. So yeah, I've got every Star Destroyer, 2 of the First Order Star Destroyer, and the Venator here. I'm still waiting for LEGO to make a UCS Venator, or even another playscale Venator, because it's a ship that we really need to get in LEGO again. And then up there is one of my favourite sets, a set I never thought LEGO would make, UCS AT-AT, with just 3 of the newest ATSTs there. So these shelves here are where I keep most of my UCS sets. Up there is another one of my favourite sets, the Death Star. Another set that should definitely be remade soon. Custom Zeta class shuttle there. I think that is by Cave God, I'm pretty sure, but there's another UCS set I never thought would be made, considering LEGO don't like making pre-cool UCS sets. But then one of the coolest is the Naboo Starfighter with those chrome pieces. Really, really cool, and definitely not something LEGO would make today. Then I just got 2 of the AT-OT dropships. I only have that one Kylo Ren art at the moment, but I'm still looking to get all of them. I really want to get that big Darth Vader. I think it's 3 of them put together, but ATST, I think that's a pretty underrated UCS set, to be honest, because it's pretty cool. But Super Star Destroyer with the motorized AT-AT here. That's a very, very cool set. And then just at the bottom, 2 of the Imperial shuttles. Definitely one of the best LEGO Star Wars sets ever made. Now all the way down here is the newest Millennium Falcon. I still don't have the original UCS Millennium Falcon, but I definitely would like to get it one day. Then I've just got a little bit of a prequel shelf here, Darth Maul. That's definitely probably in my top 3 favorite sets, and a custom invisible hand. I'm not sure who designed that. Then over here is a pretty forgettable set, the TIE Fighter, but next to that is one of the best sets, Minifigure scale Slave 1. I still don't have the original Snowspeeder, but that's probably going to be the next UCS set that I get. Tantive 4. It's a massive set, I really like that one. The original Y-Wing, I probably actually prefer the older Y-Wing compared to the new one. I don't know why, I just like the older sets a lot, I think. But here I've just got my tub full of 501st clones. That doesn't stay there, but it's just there for the moment. One of the oldest UCS sets, one of the first ones. But I'm just going to start going over these a bit quicker because I don't want this video to go for too long. I was pretty disappointed that they made a land speeder, but oh well. This is the only fake LEGO I've got in my collection, and the only reason I bought fake LEGO is because LEGO don't make a UCS Venator. If they did, I would never have bought this. And the UCS Razor Crest, very, very, very cool. So then over here is every playscale Millennium Falcon that they've made. And these shelves are a bit empty, but the newest Tantive 4, Wookiee Catamaran, which would be awesome if they remade that set. And then here are 2 of my 2022 ATTEs, and just that set there. So then on these shelves here is where I keep all of my, or not all of it, but some of my playscale sets. I think this is really cool up here with all the AT-ATs. And then just the Ewok Village and the Mos Eisley Cantina. Honestly, I think that Ewok Village is a bit of an overrated set, but I guess it's just not what I'm really into. I'm more into vehicles compared to play sets. These two Y-Wings here are supposed to be up there, but I needed that they were on those clear pieces, but I had to use those clear pieces for the Jedi Temple MOC. But got a bit of Separatist stuff here, the Malevolence and some AATs. I actually don't mind the newest AAT. I think it's overhated for sure than just every single General Grievous Starfighter. And this is such an underrated set. I really, really like this droid carrier. It's by far the best droid carrier they've made. Definitely one of my favourite Separatist vehicles. And another one of my favourite sets here is the Jabba's Sail Barge. That is the original version, and with a very disappointing sandcrawler next to it. Now here are a lot of the older TIE fighters. I really like the blue colour scheme on these older TIE fighters. I think it looks really cool. I can't wait for the new TIE bomber to come out. Well, actually, it already is out, and technically I have bought one. I'm just waiting for it to come in the mail. TIE crawler. I still remember seeing that set in stores, and I never got it when it was in stores, but I really want to get some more of it because it's such a cool set. Then just got some play sets down here. I've sort of got them down here because, like I said before, I don't care too much about play sets, so I don't really care if I can't see them too much, but just some more Separatist vehicles here. And that is such a cool set. Definitely would recommend that droid cannon. I think it's pretty expensive nowadays, but definitely worth the money, I think. Probably the coolest, or one of the coolest vehicles from the sequels is that First Order transporter, but got two AV7 cannons. Pretty much bought them just for the Wolfpack troopers, which go for a lot of money nowadays, but this is actually one play set that I do like, is the Home One. Bounty on a Gunship, another pretty cool set. And I like this Sandcrawler a lot more than the new one, even though it is a lot bulkier and probably less accurate, but I don't know, there's something about the old sets I just really like. I don't like it more than the UCS Sandcrawler though. Some of the Clone Wars AATs, such a cool set, and just the two tan AATs. The one from 1999 was always one that I remember watching Solid Brick Studios back when he was Lego Boy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He had a lot of them and I always wanted it, but then I got two Hoth shells here. I've got some other Hoth shelf in another room, but yep, got all the snow speeders and just a bunch of normal speeders here. And that is such a cool set, that clone fighter tank. It's so big. But yeah, I know that a lot of my sets are on top of each other and don't really look that good on display, but I sort of have to do that because of the amount that I've got, unfortunately. But yeah, here's just some B-Wings and stuff like that. I really like the B-Wing, one of the most underrated vehicles in Star Wars, but this is such a cool set, the Twilight. I've only ever heard bad things about it by other people, but I think it is so cool. Got an escape pod on the side and got a really cool storage compartment at the back. All the Vulture droids there. That's a set that definitely needs a remake, the Republic shuttle. They do remakes of the Imperial shuttle all the time. I know these are the, not Imperial shuttles, but they're the drop ships, but they've done so many versions of the Imperial shuttle and only that one version of the Republic shuttle. That's my favorite version of the B-Wing there. I really like how they came with that stand to be able to stand them up vertically. And here's just some ATAPs. I've got a lot more ATAPs still in the box sealed, but they're just my opened ones. Such a cool Clone Wars vehicle here is Count Dooku Solar Sailor. I know that it's probably a bit inaccurate, it doesn't come with the solar sail and stuff, but still very cool. And then here, that's one of the first Star Wars sets I ever got. I think that's the second Star Wars set I ever got, was Darth Maul Sith Infiltrator. And that is one of my favorite sets there, the newest version of that. You can see how big they got compared to the, that's the first one there, which looks terrible, but yeah, they definitely got a lot better as they went on. And then here I've just got some of my Jedi Interceptors and Starfighters. So that's the newest one there, the Obi-Wans. And that's definitely my least favourite one, Yoda's Starfighter. But I really hope they remake this green one, Anakin's second one, because that's a really cool looking colour, I think. But up here I just got some walkers, ATSTs, ATRTs, ATDP, stuff like that. Then over here are more like display sort of sets, Yodas and Grogu. But I think out of all these, my favourite would have to be the original Yoda probably. I know it's really blocky and probably doesn't look that good, but yeah, I just really love the old sets. Here are forget what they're called, Diorama ones. Apparently there's more Diorama sets coming out this year, but I'm not the biggest fan about it, to be honest, so I don't really care about them. I'm still going to get them, but here I've got a space ready. Oh, sorry, I know it's a bit dusty, but got a space ready for the TIE Bomber once that finally arrives. And just got some more TIE Fighters down here. I really like the scale of the new sets they're doing, how they're a bit smaller, but very, very affordable. And I know, guys, I know that my collection is very dusty, so I apologise, but unfortunately, I just don't have the time to dust it, so you're just going to have to put up with the dust. But up here, I've got some Starfighters. Really like the clone sets. They definitely need to make another Arc 170, but apparently they're coming out with another Mandalorian fighter this year, tied with a TIE Interceptor. But just some Resistance X-Wings, which I really liked. As you can see, I've got 4 of them, but don't know why I bought that many. And just some normal X-Wings. So that's pretty much it for this room. I will just show you this MOC now, and then I'll show you the other rooms. So this is the Jedi Archives here. I do also have lights that can be turned on down here, but you can watch my update videos if you want to see that. This is the section I'm working on right now, but just got the Jedi Council room here with Anakin getting ready to kill some younglings. And this is probably my favourite part of the MOC, is the back hallway here. I really like this big red stripe. But anyway, if you guys want to see this MOC in more detail, make sure you subscribe to my channel and keep up to date with the update videos. But I'll show you guys the second room now. So this is the second room. I've got some really cool stuff in here. So even though it is not with the rest of my collection, it's still some really cool stuff, like these gunships here. So I've got 2 of the 2008 version. I got 2 because there was 2 different stickers that you could put on the front. And then the original one and the newest one. Hopefully they're going to be coming out with a new gunship this year. I think that would be really cool if they did. But I think a lot of the stuff in this room, especially on this shelf here, is not final. I sort of just put it there, but the new Inquisitor Scythe, very, very cool set. And then here, I really like this. So I don't really care about microfighters much at all. I still buy them because I buy everything Lego Star Wars, but I don't really care about them until I got these. So these are just spice racks. I bought them from Kmart for a couple bucks, painted them black, and I think it looks really cool. So I've got a lot more microfighters than this, but they're just still in the box because I don't even open them. But I think I will be opening them and putting them on here because I think it looks really cool on display like that. Very cool set here, I think. I'll never hear anyone talk about it other than for the Ahsoka minifig, but I think that's definitely a cool set without the minifigs anyway. And I've just got some spare space there for future sets. Now this is definitely one of my favourite sets of all time. I think this is pretty much everyone's, or in everyone's top 5 favourite sets of all time, the MTT. And the other 2 versions of the MTT. That's one of the first sets I got, but just some more episode 1 sets. I love the prequels, so prequels are definitely my favourite. I like prequels more than the original trilogy. The Ghost, very, very cool vehicle, and I've got the Phantom on the back there. Now, this is probably the most expensive set in my collection, Cloud City. I've also got the Boba Fett, which I'll show you soon. That's in another room. And then just all the slave ones here. Next to that is the Imperial shuttles. The newest one, not the newest one, that is the second newest version, is a very, very cool set. Unfortunately, they downsized it, but it's still a cool vehicle. Hailfire droid, that is such a cool set. Definitely would recommend to everyone. That's the newer sail barge, but just got some pretty bad looking pod racers here. They're really old. I think that's from the pod racer bucket. I think came out in 1999 or something like that. But then up here is a very, very, very cool set from the Old Republic. If you guys haven't played Force Unleashed, you definitely should, because it's a great game. But then yeah, this shelf is a bit empty, but I do have 2 more of them, so if I ever end up building them, I'll put them next to it. And over here, just some Mos Eisley stuff and the newer Jabba's Palace. I guess it's Boba Fett's palace now, actually, but then this is an awesome set. The Tantive 4, and yeah, just some starfighters here. That was the first set I ever got. Naboo Starfighter for the 2007 version. But down here is all the, well, not all of them, but that's the 5 First Battle Packs that I decided to build. And then down here is just some pretty forgettable sets. That original Y-Wing is pretty bad, and Hoth Echo Base, which is a pretty bad set as well. That's why I got them down the bottom. But I've got one more shelf in this room, which has some pretty cool sets on it. Darth Vader's castle. I think it would be really, really cool if they made the Inquisitor's castle in the, I forget what the planet's called, but on that ocean planet. I don't think they ever will, but who knows, maybe with Jedi Survivor coming out, they might. Now, these are some really cool sets in my opinion. The Droideka. Unfortunately, all of the rubber bands on these guys have all snapped, so that's why his head's not up. And that's why I've sat these 2 guys down, because the legs don't work without the rubber bands. The Jedi Hyperdrive rings, I think they're really cool because it's so unique. Like, there's nothing else in Star Wars really, or in Lego Star Wars with this shape. So I think it would be pretty cool if they made some more, but I don't think they will, unfortunately. And just some random shit down here. The Justifier doesn't really fit anywhere else, so that's what has to go there. But yeah, now I'll show you the 3rd room, which has a lot of my minifigures in it. So this is my shelf that's got all my minifigures on it. Up the top here is where all the helmets are, but I do eventually want to move them into the other room, but they're there for now. So pretty much what I'm doing with this shelf is I started from 1999 and I've put the figures in release order. If I'm missing the figure or just can't find it or whatever, I'll leave a blank spot. As you can see, there's blank spots everywhere, because I eventually will get every Lego Star Wars minifigure, so I'm leaving those blank spots so I can fill them in. But I'm in the progress of putting these shelves together, so I've only done up to, well, I think 2015 is when those figures came out, so yeah, I still have to do 2016 and onwards, but I'm pretty happy with how these are turning out. So these display stands are from a company called Wicked Bricks. Definitely we recommend them, although they take a long time to come. But in these 4 tubs here are where the rest of my minifigures are. So these are pretty full with minifigures. I've got a lot of minifigures, but yeah, now I will show you all of my sealed sets. So this is the 4th room that I've got Lego Star Wars in, and these are all my sealed sets. So I'm not going to pull them all out, but it does go back a fair bit, and this is just fully packed with sealed sets. Got a lot of battle packs here and just some other cool sets. I don't really open brickheads. That's why this is sealed. I will open them eventually, but just for now I'm keeping them in the box. That's a pretty expensive set, this one, because of that minifigure, but What else? So yeah, I've got some poly bags and stuff. Don't really open that sort of stuff, but sealed ATTE here. A lot of these sets I am going to open. Like I want to open all of these. I think even though I've already got a lot of them opened already, I think it would be really cool to have multiples of them. But yeah, I've got a lot of sealed battle packs and even some non-Star Wars stuff, which I'm not planning on opening any of the Marvel stuff that I've got, but probably just sell that one day. But then I've also got, I don't know, flowers and a lot of free promotional sets as well, because honestly I don't really care about an island, so I'm not going to open that. But this is a very old sealed set. I think that's from 2002. So yeah, I really like my sealed set collection. So I'm just going to go over some general questions now that a lot of people had about my old collection video. So first off, a lot of people asked me what shelves I had. So these shelves here they're called Billy shelves by IKEA. I think that pretty much everyone knows about those shelves, but these tables here, they're called LACK, L-A-C-K by IKEA. And these middle ones here, they're called Kallax, K-A-L-L-A-X. And they're pretty much what I've done is just put two of them next to each other. This is where I'm going to be building my next MOC. So it's going to be similar scale to that. If you guys are interested in the next MOC that I'm going to build, make sure you subscribe. But then these shelves here, they're called IVAR, I-V-A-R. And they're also from IKEA. Now, IKEA don't do these in black, but I have painted all of these black. Another question that I get a lot is how much did this all cost? Which I have absolutely no idea, but a lot less than probably what you would think, because I got a lot of these sets a very long time ago before they were worth what they are today. But because I did start collecting in about 2007. But another question I get a lot is, do I ever dust this Lego? Which the answer is no. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this collection video. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and I'll see you guys later.